Rochelle Humes has taken the opportunity to clarify her connection with her fellow bandmate from the Saturdays, Frankie Bridge, in light of ongoing speculation about a possible rift between them. Even though both individuals have repeatedly stated that no such conflict exists, whispers and rumors have persisted, particularly after an incident last year where Frankie shared a somewhat enigmatic video on TikTok. This post came shortly after reports suggested that the two had avoided each other during an appearance at Wimbledon, fueling further gossip among fans and observers alike. The two women, who are both now 36 years old, share a deep history that dates back to their early days in the entertainment industry. They first crossed paths as children when they were selected to be part of S Club Juniors, a youthful offshoot of the popular group S Club 7. From there, their journeys led them to unite with other talented performers, Una Healy, Vanessa White and Molly King, to form the Saturdays, a girl band that captured the hearts of many with their catchy tunes and vibrant performances. In a recent conversation featured in Hunger magazine, where Rochelle showcased a striking new look with a blonde pixie-cut wig, she firmly put an end to any notions of discord. She emphasized the mutual respect that has always defined their interactions, stating that this foundation of admiration has been a constant throughout their time together. When delving into the circumstances surrounding the band's decision to part ways, Rochelle pointed out how external expectations often painted a picture of inevitable drama among female group members. People seemed eager to believe that 5 young women working closely couldn't possibly maintain harmony, but she insisted that this wasn't the case for them. Instead, their bond was more akin to that of siblings, complete with occasional disagreements, but ultimately rooted in genuine affection and support. The experience of being in a girl band, she noted, was far from the traumatic ordeal that many anticipated. It was filled with positive moments and shared successes that strengthened their relationships rather than tearing them apart. Rochelle went on to explain that the band's hiatus wasn't born out of animosity or a dramatic fallout. Rather, it stemmed from each member's desire to explore individual paths and opportunities. There was an openness in their discussions about pursuing solo ventures, whether that involved new projects, personal growth, or simply taking a break to focus on other aspects of life. They were all enthusiastic about what these side pursuits could bring, viewing them as complements to their collective music career rather than replacements. Interestingly, she mentioned that the group might still owe their record label one more album, hinting at unfinished business that could potentially bring them back together someday. This candid reflection highlights how the end of their active phase as the Saturdays was more of a natural evolution than an abrupt termination, allowing each woman to branch out while preserving the core of their friendship. Beyond addressing the band dynamics, Rochelle opened up about her personal resilience, forged through years in the spotlight starting from a tender age. She described herself as possessing an exceptionally thick skin, a trait developed from navigating the challenges of public life early on. Growing up under scrutiny meant constantly hearing critiques and focusing on areas for improvement, but she views this as a blessing in disguise. It motivated her to hone her skills and master her craft, whether in music, presenting, or other endeavors. This mindset has equipped her to handle rumors and negativity with grace, refusing to let them derail her progress or affect her outlook. Looking back, the origins of Rochelle and Frankie's acquaintance traced to 2001, when they were both chosen for S Club Juniors. This group achieved notable success, releasing 6 singles that climbed into the top 10 charts. After the ensemble disbanded in 2005, their paths diverged temporarily. Rochelle took on hosting duties for the program Smile, while Frankie ventured into a solo singing career. Fate intervened in 2007 with auditions for a new girl group, which eventually became the Saturdays. Initially, both had hesitations. Frankie was wary of joining yet another band, and Rochelle feared the potential for conflict among 5 personalities. However, as Rochelle reflected in a 2023 interview, the reality proved different. They discovered a sense of fortune in their compatibility, fostering a sister-like bond where differences were acknowledged but respect prevailed. The remaining members of the Saturdays, Una, Vanessa and Molly, have remained silent on the rumored tensions, and the full group hasn't been captured in a photo together for 8 years, with their last known gathering occurring in 2017. That reunion was for Molly's birthday, where she expressed immense joy at seeing her bandmates' faces, underscoring the warmth that still existed among them. The Saturdays' rise began with supporting tours for acts like Girls Aloud, gradually building their own fanbase and achieving 13 top 10 singles. Their 2014 Greatest Hits tour and accompanying album marked a celebratory milestone, though the language around it suggested a pause rather than a permanent goodbye. Frankie at the time affirmed that it wasn't the end, just a significant point in their journey. In the following year, 2015, Molly and Frankie both downplayed split rumors, with Molly stating plans for another album post-Christmas and emphasizing their individual pursuits for that year. Frankie echoed this, highlighting how their ability to balance personal lives, families, and group activities had sustained them. Despite these assurances, no new music emerged, and by 2017, Vanessa expressed a shift in focus toward her solo work, feeling that returning to the band wouldn't align with her current path. She cited a lack of mental space and a sense that it simply wouldn't feel right anymore. Over the ensuing years, teases of reunions have surfaced sporadically but never materialized. Una has positioned herself as the enthusiastic advocate for a comeback, frequently nudging the group chat and pushing for action. In contrast, Frankie has been more reserved, suggesting on a podcast that while she wouldn't rule it out entirely, it might feel outdated or awkward now. Rochelle, in a June statement, aligned with this caution, noting that although there's no ill will, no fallout or hatred, the logistics of reuniting seem improbable in the near future. She reiterated the positive nature of their relationships, which remain intact despite the passage of time. The absence of a full group photo since 2017's birthday celebration has only added to speculation, but Rochelle has attributed this to practical challenges. Coordinating schedules among 5 busy women, each with their own commitments and families, proves difficult. Their group chat buzzes with invitations for drinks or dinners, yet aligning dates remains elusive. She reminisced about how easier it was when a single person managed their calendars, but now life's demands, work, children, and personal matters, take precedence. This reality check suggests that while the door isn't firmly closed, a reunion isn't on the immediate horizon.